So here we are this morning again at Summer Leys, just looking to see what's around. A nice morning, a little bit overcast, but generally dry and a little bit of sunshine too. So we're going to have a bit of a walk around, keeping our eyes peeled and see what we can see. Great to see all the trees out in all their greenery this morning. Obviously the only downside to that is that it makes it very difficult to spot the birds, and even harder to photograph them to try and get them out into the open. But we'll see what we can find. There's plenty of bird song in the air, so it's quite active here this morning. So let's go and have a walk down to what was my favourite kingfisher spot last year, although this year I haven't really seen them here much. Haven't been down here for a while, so let's go and have a quiet look. I'm going to approach really carefully, just in case there's anything here, and see what's around. Can't see anything at the moment, but we'll go around here for a little while and see if we can get any still shots of the kingfishers. Well, there's no sign of the kingfisher this morning, but just standing here, such a beautiful morning. Just look at that lovely landscape, and I'm not quite sure if you can see those on the video. There are a few terns, common terns, just giving a nice little aerial display on the water. So we'll see if we can get a few shots of the terns. You may be able to see them a bit closer up then, and get more of an appreciation. They're one of my favourite birds. I mean, I think they're so sleek and elegant, and you know, as they're flying around, they look absolutely superb. So let's see if we can get a few pictures. Well, you know, what a great display there from the terns, watching them picking up water, catching flies. Absolutely superb the way they dive down onto the water, beaks into the water, don't come down at all, they just keep going round and round, and absolutely stunning to watch. So yeah, let's go and move on now. Just as we're thinking of moving on, you can hear a cuckoo in the distance. So in the direction which we're going, so you never know, we might actually catch sight of the cuckoo. So we're just now standing on the bridge, just out on the side of Summer Leys, where the old railway line is. Quite a few little long-tailed tits flying around, beautiful little birds. Fantastic to watch. Don't stand still for long, so quite difficult to get a shot of them, but we've got a few pictures. Yeah, they certainly won't show up on the video. They're very small birds, but great little characters they've got. Now, the great thing about this place is that you can walk around here, not see anything for quite a long time. But you just never know. You never know what you're going to go and see. You know, something can drop in, something unusual, something even not unusual, but in a great environment with a great background for a great photograph. So you just have to keep your eyes looking out all the time. You know, as I say, it's, you know, just walking down the old railway line here, you can hear so much around. So it's very difficult to see in some of this foliage that's around now, but yeah, you just don't know. You just got to keep your eyes peeled all the time. That's the whole thing with this. It's not always just about photographing the bird, you know. It's about the challenge and getting out in the open air and the anticipation, you know, because you just don't know what's going to turn up. And that anticipation and that excitement, and then when you do see something, you think, wow, you know, I've got to get this on camera and get a good shot of this. And that's all the whole excitement of wandering around these places, you know, and the beauty of them. And yeah, absolutely fantastic, especially on a lovely morning, nice and peaceful, not too many people around. So we've got a lovely little Jenny Wren up here in the trees, just chirping away quite happily. Unusual, they don't normally sit around for that long, and quite happy for me just to be here and shoot off a few shots against it. So yeah, that's quite pleasant. Nice little change. So the nesting place for the sand martins is along the old railway line. There's an old what was a loading bay, I guess, for the railway line, which has got some holes drilled into the concrete, and that's where the sand martins nest. Looks like it might be a bit early at the moment, so there's not a lot going on there, but I have seen a few photos recently, so we know they are around, but nothing really active at the moment. So what we'll do is I'll put a couple of shots up for what I took a few years ago, so you can just have a look at what they're like. Absolutely beautiful, such a peaceful, calm, relaxing place. And if you can get a few photos along the way, you know, what better way to spend a few hours. Just a gull getting very upset with a heron, grey heron. Really didn't want it there, so did his best to scare it off, and actually succeeded in the end. I'm not quite sure how well you can see that, but there's a couple of geese with several goslings there, feeding away quite happily. Not quite sure how long they're going to stay there, because approaching from the left we have so it could be quite interesting to see what happens. Well, as we can see, the sheep moved in with their lambs, and the geese moved out. Probably a wise decision, I guess, on the geese's behalf. Just seen what I think was a hobby in the distance. So heading up to that area. Never know, might be able to get a shot this time of morning when the flies start to come up. Then they tend to come out and start hunting and feeding, and do tend to get a few at Summer Leys. So yeah, we might manage to get a shot of the hobby if we're lucky. Just now at the top end of Summer Leys, just going to sit quietly. There's a nice little bench down here that's tucked away in the reeds. Been here in the winter and it's been quite nice, you know, you can just sit here and just peacefully wait for things to turn up. So we'll have a little sit down and and just wait for a minute. So yeah, the kingfisher's just done a quick fly past, but unfortunately didn't stick around. Only about 20 yards in front of me, so it was quite nice to see at least. But unfortunately didn't want to perch anywhere, so maybe it'll come back, you know. At least we know it's around and we know it's in the area, so we'll keep our eyes out. So just got a little egret just dropped into the trees over the other side. Beautiful bird, very elegant again, very clean. Lovely when you get some close-up shots of the egrets. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Quite happy just sitting here at the moment, just for a little while. Just let the wildlife come to you. That's the best way to do these things. You can't go chasing it around because all you do is scare it off. But yeah, this is a lovely little spot. This is probably one of my favourite spots on Summer Leys. This tiny little pond at the top end. Get lots of great crested grebes. You get the egrets, reed buntings. Kingfishers are around, so yeah, absolutely great little spots. There's a little coot under the tree over here as well. You just really don't know what you're going to find and what you're going to see, to be honest. It's just a waiting game, but it's a lovely place to wait. What more could you want, really? I don't know if you can hear the bird song going on around here, but it's absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm no expert in birds. I like to take the photos. I like to identify them. I'm getting better. If I don't know, I'll ask somebody. There's always somebody helpful, especially down at Summer Leys. There's some great people around. Take some great photos. But I'm just going to sit quietly for a minute. Just listen to these birds. Got red kites circling around in the distance. Again, too far away probably for video, but see if we can get a couple of shots. One thing I do know is that if you sit on a log for too long, your backside really starts to ache. But you know, that's the ups and downs of coming out here. You've got to take the rough with the smooth, but you know, hey, that's all part of the fun. But yeah, I think that's probably it for me. Going to get myself moving, call it a day, and I hope to catch up with you again soon. And if you like the video, please click the like button below, and hopefully subscribe, and yeah, hopefully I can get a few more videos out for you. So look forward to seeing you. Bye for now.